Hello everybody and welcome to Holly Jolly Smashmas 2024. We did this last year and we're doing it again. And with me like last year as well is...
Dover of your New Doverport Trade Commission, wishing you a happy and prosperous holiday.
We've got some familiar faces from last year's Smashmas, but a lot of new faces that, well, if you've watched my previous videos, a lot of them are not new faces. Well, actually, there are like 2 or 3 who are new, but some of them have been in the last Smashmas tournament. So there is a little bit of a difference from last year. Last year, we only had red fighters versus green fighters. This year, we're taking it a little step further, where we have, on the left side, red fighters versus green fighters in every fight, but then over on the left side, we have silver fighters versus gold fighters. Alright, shall we go ahead and get the show on the road?
Let's get this Yuletide brawl of brawl lives. Something. Just start the fight. Help.
Yeah, there's something there.
Round 1. Go!
Okay, Sora's kind of starting out on the offensive here. But Youngling is picking it back up.
Well, you do have to remember, Sora and Disney World is the owner of certain intellectual properties which have not meant well for younglings in the past.
Ooh, that was a good hit. Surprised that didn't actually take Sora out. There it goes.
There you go. That was a lot more even than than it looked at first.
Yeah.
I just saw a meme recently that boomerangs are both the chief export and import of Australia.
That's a good one. Sora missed his final smash.
He did, and now it's...
Oh.
Well, so did Link.
Link also did.
One bad miss deserves another. And now we have a 2-to-1.
Yeah, but Sora's
advantage.
one good hit away from dying, so, as I just said.
And there it is.
So back to a fairly even playing field on this final stock for each. Oh, that is not great for Link. That did so much damage to him. Wait a minute. Mouse really packed a punch. This will help him make up some ground.
Not much, though. I am
a lot less than I expected.
I'm surprised at how weak a lot of these final smashes are. And that'll do it, I think.
Oh, no. That was unfortunate.
Yeah. These things do happen.
Robbie, I always have such high hopes for her. Every time she's in a tournament or one of these. She never quite makes it, but I always have to root for her. She's one of my best successes on this channel. And then Ken, he's here.
Yes, he can.
That also kind of reminds me of a meme I saw where it was like Ken from Toy Story, but it was like really zoomed in and pixelated on his face. And it just said, "Can you not?" Ken's not letting Robbie get any hits on.
Oh, there's the other Vulpix.
Yeah, the Frost Vulpix.
The Alolan Vulpix.
It's ironic because isn't like Alola supposed to be like Hawaii?
Yeah, it's supposed to be Hawaii, but where you catch the Vulpixes are on top of a mountain. So
okay, that makes some more sense.
Some amount, I suppose.
There is a measure of thought put into that.
I always was, well, at least in this day and age, I'm a little bit weirded out by Ken in Street Fighter standards because you've got Ryu, who is the...
Ooh.
The heck? Oh, it's
Those-
Latios and Latios.
Yeah.
The
Ken
weird
must have summoned them.
hypersonic airplane Pokemon.
Yeah.
So, do you remember when I did my big ol' review of Aiden Chronicle where I started talking about the design of the enemies?
Oh, yes, that is very true. That video has come out.
So apparently, like, the same 4-year-old kid who designed those monsters must have designed Latios and Latios, these weird angular dragon airplanes.
Yeah. I wonder if they also designed the garbage Pokemon and the jangling keys Pokemon.
You know, I feel like Trubbish and,
Whoa, Crom actually missed?
dang.
He was, like, right there. I knew this wasn't going to be an easy fight, but I didn't think Ken would do this great.
There we go. I think... Oh, wow. I didn't know that thing could actually... Okay.
Robin actually making good use of that, jumping on it and making it produce the giant fist. Oh! Just yeeted a baseball bat at him.
I mean, nobody really expects that.
Yeah, master tactician at work, I suppose.
I mean, when tactics fail, throw a baseball bat at them.
You know, it's funny, last year, it wasn't this particular Bayonetta, like I said, but last year, I'm pretty sure Bayonetta was the one who fought Young Link.
That does sound right. I feel like I made a joke at the expense of their difference in height. Bayonnaise, loaded, load, what a bayonnaise!
I half expected you to say that when I put Bayonnaise
You
on
know-
the roster.
There are certain things you have to expect about me by this point. But I'm sorry, right now, I'm just like looking at crazy, agile, leggy Bayonetta over here, and just like blocky, stilted motion Alex over here. I'm just getting a chuckle out of the whole situation.
Yeah.
Even Bayonetta's insulted.
Somehow I managed to have 4 Bayonetta amiibo between 2 different figures that they've made, and also I have a card for each of those 2 figures. Like, out of those 4, it was always my mission to make at least one really, really good Bayonetta amiibo, and I think Bayonnaise is the best of the 4, because the other 3 just aren't that good. She still can't freaking hit her final smashes, though. Oh, that's a nice little touch I just noticed. So, when the Minecraft characters use their dig move, it like pops up different blocks.
Yeah.
I just noticed that when Alex was digging there, it gives her ice blocks because we're on the ice climber stage.
Yeah.
Here we go with
Oh no.
the exploding house.
Oh, answering right back.
And then just, yeah, I was gonna say, return in kind.
Bayonetta teaching Alex that woman with rectangles for legs does not belong in an ass-kicking contest.
We always end up getting Executor whenever we do these tournaments.
I am just... The Alolan Executor is so weird to me.
It's just a tree.
Yeah. I'm at a loss for words. I'm uncomfortable with her staring at me.
Yeah, let's move on.
Please.
It's okay, we've got 2, we got 2 in the form of Hammer Time, and also Wii Fit Trainer is here.
Okay. Oh boy.
If it's not at all clear, it should be clear that I'm very much rooting for the Ice Climbers here.
I remember when the Ice Climbers first came onto the tournament scene. For some reason, they were like the most horribly unbalanced little monsters.
Yeah, the very first tournament we had with them, they kind of nearly ran away with it. Ice Climbers were crazy little gremlins. They still kind of are, but they are the most fitting for this tournament as they are the most wintry of characters.
Well, one can say this. Lauren is not afraid to get into the fight.
No, which is very good because that is exactly what the retraining was about.
Not that it would do her any favors if she was trying to evade. There's no time limit I can see.
Yeah, time limit was disabled for this version. Oh, a shocking takeout there.
I always forget about the big,
But
angry Ah. Whoa!
Yeah, the X-Climbers have home turf here as well.
I was waiting for the goofy sound effect.
I can always put that in. I have that power as editor. I will be fair, I also exercised my editor powers a little bit much during your video as well.
I was certainly not complaining.
Yeah, I always try to, if I added something, I always try to either have it make sense or be something that I knew you would approve of. I almost wasn't even sure who was being taken out there.
Well, the point is, our horses won.
You may be thinking, Martha looks like she would be on the green team because of the green hair, but her outfit is red, so she is on the red team. But Pitt also has a green outfit with red accents, so they're both kind of mixed on both teams, but it is Martha representing the red team and Pitt representing the green team.
Certainly not going to be at all complicated, but I do have one question.
What's that?
Why did you say that name?
I should have seen that coming, honestly.
You know, it's a setup. You gotta make sure they don't see it coming. It's like a Rickroll, you know, you click on the link.
Yeah, you have to make it so that they don't expect the Rickroll. Both of these amiibo, since the last Christmas tournament, have been retrained, not for videos, but just off screen. I retrained both of them, so they're both better fighters than they were last year.
They both be proving it right now. They're getting pretty good back and forth. Ah.
Palkia? Oh, that's why I don't like Palkia. Oh, thank you, Link. I almost just called him Link. Pitt, flip the screen back.
Oh!
Okay, well, she just let that happen.
A few moments later.
Once again!
Yeah, she does not want to dodge that final smash. That will be her undoing here if she's not careful, because the next time he gets that final smash, that's probably going to be her out.
A few moments later.
The one where they go to the Fozzie Mom's house?
Yeah.
It's called Muppet Family Christmas.
Muppet Family Christmas, that's correct. Alright, come on. We know that you can evade this.
She chooses not to.
Nah. It is not Bartleby the Scrivener. You can't I choose not to when it comes to getting bludgeoned by a carriage.
Okay, this one is going to be an interesting fight.
Mr. Persona, am I wrong in remembering Mr. Persona was actually pretty good in the last time I saw him?
Yeah, he is pretty decent. He's never, like, progressed super far, but his fights have always been very entertaining and very impressive.
I almost don't want him to go up against Queen Daisy, because Daisy's a favorite of a local favorite, shall we say.
So Daisy almost didn't make it into this roster, surprisingly. Yeah. At one point, I'm trying to think of who all I had, because there were a lot of green fighters, so I had to kind of pick and choose who was going to make it in. Actually, now that I'm thinking of that, is Daisy the only Mario character that I have on the roster this year?
Think back, I didn't see Bowser, did not see Mario to my knowledge, and I don't think I saw Luigi either.
I remember Mario and Luigi, I decided not to use either of them. Bowser is a bit of a different story because I've made a newer rule in a lot of my tournaments that previous tournament champions don't get priority in a lot of the newer tournaments because a lot of the times they just kind of steamroll everybody and end up winning again. Like, especially Palutena. Palutena is really good at just, like, winning every tournament that she's in. I don't know why. What did they have? What beef did they have with the Mr. Saturn there? I
don't know. Maybe they just like the funny sound effects he makes when they whack him around. I don't know. Because we can't
hit them. That was a fast fight, honestly.
Wow.
Impressive.
Yeah.
That might be the fastest fight we've had so far. Okay, I definitely have a clear favorite in this one, and given our history with DDD, I would suppose you do as well.
Yeah. Let's see how it goes.
The two kind of bigger characters who are... Oh!
Yeah, wow. Donkey Kong did not care.
That was a pretty sick move.
Yeah, that was. That was like right out of your actual pro...
Oh!
Jeez!
Donkey Kong ain't screwing around.
No, he does not care. He is done with this.
Donkey Kong says it's my turn now. Those were some savage takeouts, like one after another. Oh. Oh, and end it with a final smash, Donkey Kong. That would be so cool.
Are you gonna actually use it, or you just kind of let it
Donkey
go
Kong,
away?
please. Donkey Kong, please. There we go.
Oh, yeah. And you probably beware at the bottom. Wow.
Beware was there. That was awesome.
What we were saying about that quick fight before.
And honestly, I have a feeling that this fight is going to be just as fast.
Yeah. Somehow I'm getting a vibe.
I kind of have made it no secret that Mega Man is my least favorite character to play in this game.
So some of you may wonder how Tiny Tim ended up with that crutch. I have a feeling we're going to find out.
I believe we made a very similar joke last year as well, where he got taken out, and I think you ended the fight by saying I see an empty seat by the fire and a crutch without an owner.
Yes. Oh boy.
Wow. That backfired on her. Okay, the crew is assembled.
Proto Man and Base doing there. I mean, Proto Man maybe I'll give you, but Base doesn't even work with you.
He doesn't even go here. As much as I love Violet in this game, and just Violet as a character, Violet's Final Smash is terrible. Like, they did not put any effort into that.
Yeah, that was kind of a...
Like, Sosis.png in the background.
Yeah. Less impressive.
I will give Tiny Tim, the fight was a lot longer than I expected.
Mostly because people weren't really
chance to grow.
throwing a lot of offense in there. It was just kind of a lot of dancing around. By the way, that concludes the left side of the brackets. Now we move on to...
Now it's time for Burl Ives.
Silver and gold. Every time I hear Holly Jolly Christmas and it's not Burl Lives, I always get a little bit sad because I prefer Burl Lives is in the midst of a heart attack style. Oh, Holly Jolly Christmas.
I do too. Like, that is the definitive version of that song. You cannot convince me otherwise.
100%. Prove me wrong. I will stand behind that table all day. People will come and debate me, and I'll just be like, well, you're wrong. That's not a point. You're not debating. I know. There's no point in debating. You're just wrong.
So we had Zelda on the roster last year, and I guess technically we still have Zelda on the roster.
What are you talking about? That's not that chic. What is with that Meowth? I mean, I know
does so much damage.
Capitalism and whatnot, but money should not... Throwing coins at you should not hurt that much.
You know what they say, it's cold hard cash.
Oh!
And also a gun to the face does that.
I mean, yeah.
Uh-oh, Banjo has angered the chickens. Oh, the chickens aren't going to let him get back to base. Oh no, he made it. The chickens almost prevented him from getting back to the stage.
Hey, where were those chickens coming from?
Ooh, and Sheik, he dodged Sheik's final smash. But Sheik could not dodge Banjo's.
The idea wasn't to put Banjo-Kazooie in Super Smash Brothers.
They were one of the most requested characters as far back as the second game, or maybe it was the third game.
I mean, unpopular opinion apparently, but by who? It's just like, I don't know. Of course, then again, they did the Piranha Plant, so...
Yeah, who asked for Piranha Plant? Everybody was asking for Waluigi.
Yeah.
No, he's still not in the game, except for an assist trophy. Another thrown baseball bat, but unfortunately that did not end the match like the last thrown baseball bat.
Well, I mean, Sheik is not a strategist, so she does not know exactly...
Ooh, okay, maybe. Okay, there we go.
That is a come-from-behind victory if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, Banjo was definitely dominating that early in the match.
That's what I'm saying. Like, the grenades, like, just constant stream of grenades being thrown at Sheik, and yet...
Alright, well...
I don't know.
Kirby versus Roy.
Not gonna lie, I kind of like Kirby's little icon.
Like, some fights, I have something of an idea of how they would go. Like, in this one, I really don't know. I could see either of them winning easily.
I agree. I'm always the type to underestimate Kirby, and yet Kirby is... I have to constantly remind myself to be some kind of weird eldritch horror.
Yeah, Kirby... Like Kirby lore aside, which that's a whole can of worms that I'm afraid to get into.
Gee.
But, like, just Kirby as a fighter in this game, it's so easy to underestimate. And he just, like, is crazy. Rose said he's had enough of this cold and brings the heat. Now I'm blanking on what the characters' name are. I remember Heat Miser is one of them, but what was the...
Snow Miser, Heat Miser.
Snow Miser, okay, that was it. It's been a very long time since I've seen that particular Rake and Bass special.
You know, it was always strange to me that... I don't know if you've seen many of the animated Rake and Bass shows. This is a really bad example, but Cricket on the Hearth,
I'm not familiar.
I would not familiarize myself with it if I were you, because it's terrible. Like, the character models of the animated version look so much like the claymation characters that they would have made.
But they didn't make them into clay?
Well, I mean, like, it's just like, they just have... Oh, that is...
That just kind of happened.
That's 2 for Team Silver.
I'll be honest, I do think this one is more likely going to end in a gold victory, but we shall see. Greg is still a pretty good fighter, too.
My fingers are crossed. I mean, regardless of how this all turns out, you gotta remember Donkey Kong is on Team Green.
Yeah, Donkey Kong will make himself known.
Unless he just specifically hated Day and just wanted him gone.
He has not forgiven him for what he did to Mr. Game & Watch all those years ago.
I haven't either. And I was happy to see him suffer.
Rosalina is very powerful, but she's also kind of slow, so Greg has a little bit of an advantage in that regard.
Very true, but also Rosalina is not doing that thing that I remember her doing, where it's just her gliding through the air a lot.
I actually took that power away from her because I realized that was not a smart move. So, because before my thinking was, she's a space being, so I was going to give her things like floaty jumps and extra high jumps and stuff like that.
It makes sense to me.
It makes sense, but it was not good in practice.
Yeah, not conducive to tournament standards.
Yeah, especially because for her final smash to work, she needs to be directly below someone, and that does not work in her favor when half the time she is spending the fight above someone.
It's true.
Well, that Pokemon was very loud and then didn't actually do anything.
Well, I imagine had someone been standing underneath that Death Star laser, it would have hurt plenty. But otherwise, you are correct. The Oxys did not contribute anything to that fight.
Rosalina. You just kind of let that happen. There's been a lot of letting that happen today between Rosalina and Lucine and Greg. The final smash. Okay,
Well, now I'm mad.
Oh, much like Roy.
So yeah, you were correct. Team Gold takes this one.
Yeah, let's see if they can keep it up here, though, between Samus and Dark Samus. It's actually kind of funny, too. The last time we ever saw a Sammy, the Samus amiibo, was last Christmas tournament. She was on the green team at that time. Now she is representing the silver team. Well, her
Kind of funny. Recently,
shadow is now gold.
I guess the NES one wasn't that recent, but I did play the Game Boy Metroid 2 Return of Samus. So, yeah, she was black and white in that one.
Honestly, that might be what this skin is a reference to.
Could be.
There's a lot of stuff like that in this game too, where there's like the gray Kirby is meant to be like the Game Boy version of Kirby, or Game & Watch has all these different colors based on like what the screen color was for whatever version of Game & Watch it was. Well,
there for like do something.
It's like they were both winding up for moves. Dark Samus shot above while regular Samus went to sweep the knees. You know, when you have both of them fighting each other, it's very obvious that they are the exact same fighter with very minimal animation differences. Also, Mimikyu apparently was MVP of that fight out of nowhere.
So regular Samus vanquishes Dark Samus then?
I guess so.
Well, alright then.
Now we get to witness Captain Falcon punching a small child.
Wait a minute, that's not Sonic.
There is a lot to live up to here, Pounch. Yeah, unlike the training of Disappoint the other Captain Falcon amiibo, I did not, like, try to teach Pounch to specifically only do Falcon punches. So he's a lot more balanced in his moveset.
Well, Sonic has done nothing.
Yeah, Sonic is... like, now he's doing something. But it took him a long time to get there. These are also two very speedy characters. Captain Falcon is just fast in general, but I remember Sonic's whole moveset is... like, I gave him, like, 3 move speed power-ups to kind of try to live up to his namesake. He also just doesn't appear to be that fast.
It's like he did that and kind of felt like nice, and then just kicked him. There it is.
I mean, at least he used it, I suppose, but
Yeah,
that was not very effective.
no. You are literally running over a child with your hypersonic car, Captain Falcon. What are you doing?
He has just gone crazy. He's picking him up and just throwing him down. Oh, that was savage.
Captain Falcon wins.
Let's see. I think we've had 3 shutout matches so far.
Yeah, so far.
In the season of Jersey Shore.
Although, here's your boy.
Oh man, I wish you luck, Jay Saltman.
I don't think he needs the luck for this particular fight, but Captain
Well, then
Falcon
again-
is kind of standing there with his arms crossed, watching.
Yeah, I'm afraid.
2, 1, go!
Oh, you charming little two-dimensional. Oh man, I can't get enough of him. Look at him go.
He's another of my favorite characters to play. I don't know who asked for him to be in Smash, but I'm glad whoever did ask for him to be in Smash.
Agreed. There's beauty in his simplicity.
That is really what it is, isn't it? Just beauty and simplicity. Oh, he keeps trying to get the hammer to work. Oh, and they missed.
Haha! Well, now he's big again, so. Whee!
Just dragged him off screen.
Come here for a minute.
Mr. Game & Watch wins!
Yay! All right, here we go. My other boy. Let's see if let's see if lightning can strike twice. I don't know, because old Mac has not necessarily had the best luck.
Now every time I play Mac in this game, or I see Mac in this game, I always think of the Dubis short.
Yes. Ain't no air fighter, Mac.
Yeah, that's Mac's biggest downfall. Not being able to, when he's thrown off the stage, he doesn't have very good recovery. Oh, jeez.
This is not doing well for him.
I would say I wouldn't count him out yet, just because... whoops. Never mind.
And there you go. That was an unfortunate showing. 28%? Come on, man! You didn't land a single... you landed nothing.
I'm sorry you had to witness that.
A little bit. But you know what? It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I said it's fine.
This seems like a very weird matchup.
This is... yeah.
Kazuya is one of the better amiibo that I have, and Mando, as we have seen in the past, not necessarily one of my best. Ooh, that was almost like a Donkey Kong takeout, but Meta Knight made a recovery. And and has the power of God in anime on his side, apparently. Wow. It's been at least 2 times I thought Meta Knight was dead, and he's lived.
Unlike some people, he has some recovery.
That is true, I suppose. Ooh, we even got a different angle for that one.
Whoa.
Mettaton? Is that? Or no, Mettaton is,
Mettaton.
yeah, Mettaton is, Undertale. What is it? What's it called again? This
Metagross.
Metagross, okay.
Anyway, I started blasting. Bang!
Terribly sporting Meta Knight. You shouldn't be using a gun.
I mean, he's not using a gun very well.
Yeah, this is true.
Crazy turn of events, I did not see Meta Knight actually winning, but here he is winning. Oh, we got the other angle again. Oh, come on, he picked up the baseball bat only to throw it off the stage.
You know... some Yu-Gi-Oh! Levels of tearing the third blue-eye card in half so it can never be used against you. It's like, lock it in a safe, you idiot! There you go!
Again, didn't see Meta Knight coming out of that one, but...
This might be the first time any iteration of Meta Knight has made it past the first round.
I think it is, honestly.
Alright, that's round 1.
Oh boy. I just looked at it there. It looks like Pit and Donkey Kong are the only representatives of the green team who remain.
Oh, geez. Well, not gonna lie. Green has Donkey Kong, so we know where my loyalties lie here.
Yeah, as do mine. Although I will say, For as much shit as I give Kingdom Hearts, I don't hate the first game specifically.
See, that's the thing. I love the first game. It was a fantastic premise, even though I didn't necessarily understand all of it. All I knew was that, man, look how cool that new version of Cloud looks. Oh man, think of how cool it is to go to Nightmare Before Christmas Land. All of this is really neat. And then they couldn't leave it alone.
Yeah.
They left it on a cliffhanger, but so it was obviously left open to sequels and such. But yeah,
It kept happening.
At this point, it's punching down to start ripping on its overcomplicated, convoluted story. But make it make sense, Sony or Enix or Square or whoever the hell is responsible for this, Disney. Make it make sense.
I would say that Square is probably more so responsible for the story, and Disney's kind of more so responsible for twisting their arms over what franchises to include and what not to include.
Yeah, the intellectual properties, if you will.
Yeah. I keep forgetting that Kingdom Hearts 4 is actually a thing that is happening. And I don't really want it to.
I thought like they had resolved everything.
Apparently not.
Apparently not. Yeah, I was talking to on my most recent stream. I was talking to Flukus, one of our friends of the channel, of a best of the best, worst of the worst, and man,
Oof.
oh,
Unfortunate for Robbie.
curse you, Kyogre. Yeah, you're Kyogre. Yes.
I just thought that was how you were saying it, like, curse you, Kyogre!
Okay, hold on a minute. I gotta focus on this. No!
Robin had some pretty good recovery, though, so I'm not ultimately
Robin.
concerned. But, we could really use some help from Crom right about now. There he is.
Yay! Do it! Make it happen! Yes! Yeah!
Came when it needed the most.
Oh, thank goodness.
Alright, now there's some significant size differences here, though, I will say. Unless I'm very much mistaken, I do kind of feel that this will be the end of the road for Bayonetta. I love how she said gotcha and then fell to her own death.
Maybe the context was wrong. It's like, we're gonna knock you off the platform. Gotcha.
I see how it is. Get it? Because icy?
Ah-ha-ha!
I'm disappointed in myself because you know how when I did the Amiibo training videos, at the end of every episode it would end with a quote of some kind? And I am disappointed that when I did Bayonetta's episode, it didn't end with the Nigel Thornberry, the smashing.
I was thinking of the same thing.
Yeah. Not just because of Smash and she says smashing, but also because Tim Curry. Can't go wrong.
Yeah. No, not at all. So, there's an anime called The Laughing Salesman. It's kind of like the Twilight Zone of anime. I'll have to explain it to you more later. But people were talking about who would be a good... Because it's never been translated into English. They were talking about good candidates for voice actors to play the part of the titular salesman. And Tim Curry was up there. And I'm like, I think I could see it, maybe.
I mean, are there any roles that you can't see Tim Curry playing?
This is very true. I mean, he played as Giant Satan and Nigel Thornberry, I guess.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, and a giant organ in a spin-off Beauty and the Beast sequel.
That was... Yeah. Dr. Frankenfurter from Rocky Horror Picture Show. And, of course, in accordance with prophecy, the Ice Climbers have handily won this.
Okay, one of the last remaining green fighters in the running. Let's see if Pitt has what it takes.
All right.
Yeah, Dover has played Personas 2, 3, and 4 on his channel, and going to be going into Persona 5, so it'll be quite interesting.
All right. So far, we're looking pretty good on Team Green's side.
Yeah, so far.
I
Especially with the
think
weird
that-
punching Pokemon.
I think it's called Pukumuku. I can... Yeah, Pukumuku. There's a Y in there.
That is quite the name.
I'm sure it means something in English, but I'd be hard-pressed to tell you what. So, the both of you have finals... Well...
It's just Joker, because he has the chance of double final. He decided not to use his double. Oh. Ultra has showed up and has pieced out already.
Yeah.
Joker, don't be like Lucina.
Who summoned Moltres? Was it...
I think it was Joker because Pitt reacted to it.
Alright, here we go. It's down to 1 versus 1. Well, there we go. Pulling it out for Team Green.
That was easy.
No, it wasn't. Don't pretend like it was. I don't remember what I was saying. Okay, well, let's see if what happened was just, like, a particular hatred for King DDD, or
If Donkey Kong has the potential.
Yes. He was not allowing DDD to do anything. Like, no, you are going off the edge, and you are staying off the edge.
Not the strongest start for DK.
No.
Well, he's fighting back.
It ain't how you start, it's how you finish.
Okay. Okay,
There you go.
returning in kind.
Now, once it looks as though once you have been knocked off of the edge, then Kong comes for you, and that's it.
The calm comes for us all in the end. Donkey Kong, if we're talking you up and then you pull something like that. Oh, he tried that move again. He tried to push her down. I suppose even if Donkey Kong doesn't win this, he did give us one hell of a good fight
It's true.
against DDD specifically.
Allow me to demonstrate.
Hey, don't be too hard on yourself, DK. That was a great first round match, and Byleth is scary. The lone combatant in Team Green, contrary to the hypothesis, is now Pitt.
I don't have the best hopes for Pitt winning,
Uh,
but it could be possible.
I don't know what kind of disrespect that is, where Kirby like inhales you but doesn't even like absorb your power to spit you back out.
Ooh. Not a good time to use Final Smash there.
He just perfectly arched over it.
That's unfortunately something that a lot of my amiibo do, where it's like they hit a character, sending them flying away, and then think it's a good time to trigger Final Smash. But because they've sent them flying away, now they've been knocked out of the range of said Final Smash. Oh, and I guess too, I asked earlier, was Daisy the only Mario character we had on the roster? I guess technically you could say Donkey Kong, since Donkey Kong seems to exist mostly as a Mario character nowadays.
Maybe.
It's kind of like one of those things where it's like, well, never mind. I was trying to think of like some sort of saying where it's like, all blanks are blanks, but not all blanks are blanks. But I thought of the punchline of not all Donkey Kong characters are Mario characters, but that would imply that all Mario characters are Donkey Kong characters for the first half of that statement. It doesn't work. Okay, I don't have high expectations for Samus in this one either, if I'm being perfectly honest.
Sammy versus Savvy. Just as well if Samus doesn't win, then I don't have to listen to the victory theme, which sounds suspiciously like something else.
No, that's not how it goes. The something else sounds suspiciously like the Samus victory theme.
Exactly.
We keep talking about it. I was going to mention it towards the end of the video, but I may as well just mention it now, too. Dover put out a very... I was about to say a very long, but that sounds negative, but a very long and detailed video regarding the game Ueden Chronicle and how it compares to the games that have come before it that are... it claims to be like. And if you haven't already seen that video, very much recommend you check it out, because A, we're going to keep referencing it, and B, it is a very good video, if I do say so myself.
Yeah, this guy did, like, the majority of the edits on it, so freaking quality A+. So...
And Dover was the one who had to suffer through the original game that prompted the video, so there's a lot of effort that went in on both sides.
Oh my god. Whoa! Whoa!
Oh, she almost avoided that. There we go. Now that is how a Rosalina Final Smash works. Is that the first? It might be the first time we've ever seen a successful Rosalina Final Smash in a tournament.
Yeah. Of course, her Lumen... Her star companion paid the price.
Ooh, okay, well that one, Samus is going to completely miss. Oh wait, no, I think Samus literally got the Luma with that.
Oh!
I'm not even sure what happened there, honestly.
Well, one good turn.
Rosalina and Luma win.
Well, I'm sure that Pirate would be very happy about this turn of events.
I think so too. It's also kind of ironic and completely unintentional that I added the amiibo that I trained in honor of Pirate and the amiibo that I trained in honor of you in this. And if Jay Saltman wins this one, then he has to fight Savvy.
Oh, no. I don't know what outcome to root for. Well,
I'm not sure what outcome I would root for either.
regardless of who wins this fight, one thing is for certain. Falcon Cook! Stupid Alolan Raichu.
Game & Watch was good at, Game & Watch, like, blocked most of Raichu's moves, though.
Whoa!
Oh! Instantaneous outer. Well, 50% damage with one hit there, jeez.
Ow.
Yeah, when he gets big, he does a lot of damage.
He's just
Like
summoned
the flex tape guy. He missed on a 9. I wonder if the fighters ever have...
Ooh! Well, he didn't miss that one.
He did not miss that one at all. I was going to say, I wonder if the other fighters have trouble hitting Mr. Game & Watch because he is two-dimensional.
I like to think that well, I mean, now they know him. Because he's been in the roster for a while, but I like to think at first they're just like, what the hell? What is this? Yeah, eat those apples. Boom!
There it is.
How do you like them apples?
Game & Watch win.
Yeah!
Okay, but that does mean we will have to see Saltman fight Savvy.
Well, no matter who loses, one of them will win, and that's all that matters.
Okay, this fight should be easy for Meta Knights, but we'll just have to see how it goes.
Well, we thought it would be easy for Little Mac, and we all saw how that went.
Yeah, no kidding.
I mean, so far, he's landed 7%, while he's almost out his entire first stop.
Oh, and Mimikyu is here, apparently. I didn't even see when Mimikyu got here.
Yeah, I got here like way earlier. There's that.
I will say though, Terry has given me one of my favorite moments ever in any of my tournaments, and that was the fight between Terry and Ganondorf. the Rocky moment.
That was pretty funny.
I didn't hear no bells.
I don't know what the hell's going on. Like, Harry is strong.
Yeah, he's kind of tearing through this.
Da, 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 da. Okay. Whoa!
Ooh,
Okay.
that was closer than I thought it would be. I saw Terry winning that one towards the end, but Meta Knight pulled it off.
There was absolutely no reason Terry shouldn't have won that. He was like
that was some
beating the
that was some-
cripes out of
that was
Meta Knight.
something.
It was like a lucky shot.
Round 3.
All right. Robbie versus the Ice Climbers.
If I had to guess, I'm gonna say maybe Ice Climbers, but personally I would like it to be Robin. And Robin has ended up being one of my favorite characters in this game as well. She knows what Ice's weakness is. It's fire.
It's true.
And also Nosferatu.
I'm actually interested in that movie.
Oh yeah, they are making some Nosferatu movie, aren't they?
Yeah. It's supposed to be coming out, I think, on Christmas.
Along with that Lion King movie that no one wants, and Sonic the Hedgehog 3.
Oh, man.
There's a line from one of the newer Star Wars movies, which that's a can of worms I'm not going to get into with the new Star Wars movies, but there is a line in the third and, in my opinion, worst of the 3 new movies. It goes something like, I don't care if you win, I just need Ren to lose. I've seen memes going around of that quote, but it's like, I don't care if Sonic wins, I just need Mufasa to lose.
Yes.
Oh no. Yeah, that's not good. Didn't those 2 airplane Pokemon get summoned on Robin's last fight as well? Or Robin's first fight? One of the fights. I don't see okay, there it is.
Ah, unfortunate.
I was literally about to say, I don't see Robin winning this one, but if she does, it'd be really exciting. Okay, last man standing on the green team. Let's see how he does.
All right, last rep of the green team. Let's see what you got.
Not the best start for him.
Maybe don't do the thing where you stay above them when they have
They have really good upper attacks.
Or maybe try like doing any attacks at all. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe don't bank on the bow and arrow.
Stay back so I can shoot at you. I mean,
Did not affect. Oh, here we go again. She actually did try to dodge there at the last second.
huh.
She didn't. It didn't work, but I did see her actually try. Ooh. Taken out by the Snorlax.
Allow me to demonstrate.
So the green team is no more. Sheik versus Savvy. Let's see how this one goes, because Sheik has been a pretty big surprise so far.
Yeah. Yeah, but these two are probably the biggest silver versus gold. The clearest representation.
Yeah, other than maybe GW for silver. But Rosalina is definitely the big one to beat for gold.
Jeez. The impact on those kicks.
They hit hard. Ooh, and there's a Ditto Sheik too. I didn't even see that. Well, Ditto Sheik is the one caught in the final smash, which is unfortunate.
Yeah.
Oh, and the chickens are mad at Rosalina, apparently.
I don't know what healed her up, but probably a fortunate turn of events.
Oh yeah, one of Rosalina's abilities, when she hits a certain percentage, there's a chance that she heals significantly, which in this case is almost full.
Wow.
I thought it was only supposed to trigger on her first stock, but apparently it triggered on her second stock today.
No complaints.
It's actually funny. In the last fight, I saw it trigger, but she was too far off the stage and I couldn't actually save her.
I forget, is Guile from Street Fighter on the roster?
He is an assist trophy, yeah.
Ah.
He is not
But I
a
see her
fighter
doing-
himself.
I see Rosalina basically doing his flash kick. This is not great for... It was weird because it looked like both Latios and Latias were there that one time. Because I could swear I saw a red and a blue airplane.
Yeah, because one of them comes out of the Pokeball, but both of them fly back and forth.
Yeah. Good night. All right.
Whoever comes out of this is going to be the representative of the Silver Team. Now that Sheik is out.
My boy versus the breakout surprise. One of two breakout surprises. All right, GW. Keep it together.
I'm definitely rooting for a Game & Watch here.
I don't even need to stay.
Yeah, of course. He's your boy.
As I have always described him, a two-dimensional warrior fighting for freedom and justice in a three-dimensional world he never made.
And he's got more. Ooh! And a judgment. Perfect 9. He hits a 9. That's basically an insta-kill. And he's big. Uh-oh, Snorlax is what took Pit out. Oh, he's got a baseball bat, and Meta Knight is roughly ball-shaped.
No.
Well, this could be it. Dragged him off the screen.
Mr. Game & Watch wins
That's my boy.
semifinals.
All right, we are now down to, what is it?
Yeah, there's only red, gold, and silver. These are the final 2 red fighters.
All right, let's see who takes it. Who's going to be their representative for the final? Hard to tell. You've got two very, very strong competitors. I mean,
Yeah. Violet has been extremely good overall, but Ice Climbers are just unstoppable. So we'll have to see.
I guess we'll see if it comes down to Violet's range and versatility, or just the raw power of the Ice Climbers.
Ooh, Kyogre.
Ah,
Might not be good for the climbers.
wow, this is... I expected to go a little bit more close than this. I missed the first stock loss.
Hey. Yeah, like the Ice Climbers are good, but suddenly they're not doing so hot. Pun not exactly intended, but...
This... Wow!
Hey, another surprisingly short
No
fight.
hesitation.
That was handily done. This will be a big old challenge for whoever wins this fight.
May the best one win, whoever it may be. They are both champions in my book.
Agreed. Whoever wins, let's hope they're good enough to beat Byleth. Hello. You have a moment to speak about our Lord and Savior Giant Game & Watch? Oh man, GW, you're hanging in there with a very large number.
Yeah,
Okay, there we go.
there it was. Oh, not Palkia
Oh.
again.
This is just obnoxious to watch. I never liked
Okay, well,
those.
Rosalina fixed it.
Ow.
That did nothing to Game & Watch.
I've never liked the assist trophies that screw with the level perspective. Ooh!
Ooh, she dodged. That's not easy to do.
That's just as well. I wouldn't want to go for a cheap win here. Apparently the Cuckoos are not a fan.
Not a big fan, no. Ooh,
And there it goes.
there it goes.
Steals the deal. It will be old GW versus Byleth.
Final.
In a way, like that last fight was Pirate versus you, and now this final fight is kind of me versus you.
Oh man, now I'm scared.
Like you said, whoever wins will win, and they're all champion in our books.
Hell yeah.
Specifically just those three. And Donkey Kong, maybe.
Yes.
3, 2, 1, go!
Alright, get out there and make me proud. Basically all I'm asking for is don't choke.
Yeah, please don't choke. Let's have a good fight here. He's having a little bit of a rocky start, but he's already big, so that'll do some good damage in his favor. Ugh.
Ooh.
He's not even trying for the hammers anymore.
Byleth has a frustrating amount of range.
She does have a very large amount of range between... Ooh!
Yeah, see?
Yeah, that was a crit. Come on, Game & Watch, use that final. There it is.
There you go. No shutout today.
No complete chokes.
Ah.
Ugh.
Well,
No hesitation.
I'm proud that you made it to the final round, my boy.
Yeah, he did extremely well, all things considered.
Yeah, Byleth is... It's weird that Byleth seems to be, like, looking at him.
The champion is Violet.
Ladies and gentlemen, those of unspecified gender, I give you your champion of the 2024 Holly Jolly Smashmas tournament.
Byleth has proven herself this year's champion and champion of the Red Team. Red Team has now won 2 years in a row. Though speaking of, there is one more thing Byleth must do.
Oh, really?
Min Min.
Byleth must now face champion of last year's Holly Jolly Smashmas tournament, Min Min for the win-win.
All right, we'll see what happens now, because that range, I believe, will no longer be a deciding factor.
See what comes with arms in terms of weapons and arms in terms of arms. A different version of the Ice Climber stage here to make this a little bit more interesting.
Yeah.
Also, I believe items are turned off in this version, so it is just fighter versus fighter here.
Oh, jeez.
Well, so far, Min Min is winning with a 2-point lead. Byleth is the first to get Final Smash.
Will she use it?
Didn't even get a chance. Oh, shut up, fish.
Well, I'd like to know what the computer's thought process is behind whether they use their final smash or not, because there are many times when they probably ought to.
And they decide not to. Ooh, okay, well that's another stock from Min Min.
Yeah, Min Min had final smash, did not even need it. Now, I said that range was not going to be the deciding factor, but I was incorrect. It's just that Min Min, in a surprising turn of events, outdistances Violet.
That was Violet's big thing in those fights, so take that away from her. She's struggling a bit.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Huh. Min Min falls off the stage there at the very last second, but it didn't make a difference.
Too little, too late.
The reigning champion remains the reigning champion. Good effort, Violet, but didn't quite have what it takes to beat Min Min this time round.
Handily won your tournament, but Min Min won that tournament for a reason.
Victory was just a bit out of reach.
Yes.
This was a lot of fun. Thanks everybody for joining us this year again for Holly Jolly Smashmas, and we hope to see you next year. As always, thanks again, Dover, for joining me this year, this tournament.
Always a pleasure. I look forward to next year and seeing what shenanigans we can cook up throughout the year as we go forward from this holiday season.
Yep, 2025 is looking up. Everybody, as well, be sure to check out Dover both over on his stream at twitch.tv/newdoverporttc, but also check out his video here on YouTube. His video, what's the video called one more time? Because I know we called it My Beef with Uiden Chronicle, but what's the actual YouTube video called?
The actual title is A Calm and Rational Critique of Aeon Chronicle 100 Heroes.
Yes, be sure to check that out. I will have that linked into the description as well as his Twitch channel, because this video needs to be seen.
Indeed. I'm not going to get into it. I get into it enough in the video itself. But I feel if I can change at least one life by preventing them from having to suffer what I suffered through, I'll have done my job.
And with that, we shall say Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night.
Happy holidays!